Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today is the 27th of February 2021. And if I might make the usual opening request for a favour, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel, that'd be excellent and appreciated. Now, today is a little bit of a sad one because we're looking at the late, great Lee Kerslake's posthumous solo album, 11 And Lee, of course, was the long-time drummer with Uriah Heep for around about 30 years or so, until his unfortunate failing health forced him to leave the band in, I think it was 2007. But to Lee's credit, he was a battler, and he fought it for as long as he could. And after leaving Heep, indeed, he did release a really excellent classic rock sounding album with Stefan Bergen called The Sun's Gone Hazy. Check that out if you can. Might be a bit difficult to find these days, but it is an excellent album. And credit to Lee, as his cancer progressed, he was able to work on his solo album, which I think he started work on in 2015, and he pushed through it ever since, working when he could on it. And it did take until 2019 for him to complete it, but fair play to the man for pushing through and completing it under the circumstances. And then, of course, last year, Lee died. But, you know, we are now able to, and I'm a little bit upset, we are able to enjoy that album now, 11 that was released a couple of days ago. Of course, I had to, I pre-ordered it, first opportunity I got, just had to buy it as a long-time Uriah Heep fan and a big admirer of Lee's drumming over the years. Well, what a powerful drummer he was, and had a lot of skill there as well that perhaps he didn't get the full credit for that he deserved. Fine drummer. But on this album, on 11, please don't expect Uriah Heep Mark II. It's not that. I get the impression listening to it that what Lee's doing here is going out and on his own terms and saying goodbye to people and in his own way, and at the same time paying tribute to various people and situations over the years as well. The songs vary in style and delivery, quite some wide-ranging different styles here. And the lyrics are quite often quite raw and quite poignant as well, which comes across in Lee's vocals delivery as well. The opener, for example, Celia Sienna, is a sort of a gentle, mainly acoustic, slow burner kind of ballad, but it does grow on you the more you listen to it. Take Nothing for Granted, a really excellent up-tempo rocker, nice pulsing riff, nice clean lead break as well. I mean, this could have come off like Heap's Different World or Equator, that kind of period. Where Do We Go From Here and You May Be Yourself, both written by Lee, and examples of that raw and poignant stuff that I mentioned a few minutes ago. But both ballads with feeling. They are a little cliched in places, but we'll forgive the man that. Port and a Brandy, this is way out on as the cliche goes here, left field. Port and a Brandy is sort of a honky-tonk piano, old-style pub knees-up affair, with the lyrics perhaps hinting at the occasional partaking of an after-show drink, or perhaps any drink. You know, rockers are known for that, right? Anyway, along the way over the years, perhaps that's what Port and a Brandy is all about. You know, a bit light-hearted as well. You've Got a Friend is a cover of the old Carole King song, and you know, to me, this is another example, I think, in Lee saying goodbye in his own way, and that's suggested in the booklet notes as well, because he writes under this one, "This is to all my friends, past and present, who I've loved through music." So, you know, fair play to Lee. Home Is Where the Heart Is goes back to that meaty up-tempo rocker style, and then we've got a little gentle instrumental called Mom closing it out. So overall, a really eclectic mixture of songs by one of rock music's finest drummers. Didn't get the credit he deserved, perhaps, among some drummers, but he was a top drummer. Just listen to anything he did. And, you know, sadly taken from us last year, too early. Yes, it's a posthumous release, but unfortunately, again, over recent years, that's not been unusual for Uriah Heep members, because of course we had the late great Trevor Boulder's solo album come out last year, Sail the Rivers, top stuff, check that out as well. And the Ken Hensley, who also passed not that long ago, his posthumous album, My Book of Answers, is due, and I think that's due next week, around about the 5th of March. But that's coming. I've got that on pre-order, so we'll look at that when it does come out. In the meantime, do check out Lee's album, and remember a fine drummer that's gone out here in his own way. As always, there is a link to the album underneath in the description. Back to Amazon, so you can check it out on there. There's a link back to a post on the website as well if you'd like to read that. Hope you do both. In the meantime, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.